watch the intro. I don't want to spoil the game for anybody. Let's get it going here. Bro seems pretty corrupted to me. That's actually fair. Nobody ever, and this is just common in real life. Oh, you support women? What about Isaac's mom? Yeah, that's what I thought. Coward. If you think mom is the bad guy, you must not be a parent. It's the type of shit I'm on right now, man. Only mom I don't respect? Big Mama from Big Mama's house. Because she's a police officer. She's an officer of the law. Gulp. 48-hour energy. Thanks. It's fucking useless. Doesn't she abuse him? Big Mama? She be slapping people upside the head now and then, but that's because they be acting like a fool, man. Yeah, Big Mama be doing that shit on occasion, for sure. Come on, man. Come on, get down here. You're a big Tyler Perry stan? Big Mama's house is not Tyler Perry, bro. Bro, you just suggested Big Mama's house is Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry exclusively does the Medea films that are in the same genre as Big Mama's house. Plus, we've already established the Big Mama versus Medea dichotomy. And the dichotomy is that Big Mama, in universe, that is a police officer dressed up as a lady, undercover. The Medea movies are not like, hey, here's a person that's not Medea dressed up as Medea. That's just Medea. Medea's a person. And she's mad as hell and she's not going to take it anymore. I think that's the movie that spawned that famous line. She's mad as hell and she ain't going to take it anymore. And then she went to prison. And Eugene Levy was there for a bit. Denise Richards as well. There was a real Big Mama in these movies. Hold up. It's been a while since I've seen them. It's been a while since I've seen the Big Mama's movies. There's a real Big Mama? What did they do with that? Did they send that Big Mama on like an all-inclusive vacation while they were doing the undercover stuff? That was huge. You basically got it. I'm gonna do something a little risky here. Just listen to Asia. First half of every song sucks, but the second half of every song is great. You might be stupid. That's fine, though. I sentence you to never listening to it again because you don't deserve it. Let's see what we got going on here. I'll pay for it. That's fine. Restaurant music? No, not at all. Never. I don't think I've ever heard Steely Dan inside of a restaurant, to be honest. But you might be eating at some sick restaurants. I have no idea. No one's got anything else to say, man. I've heard "Do It Again" for sure. Well, yeah, but that's off "Can't Buy a Thrill." That's when Steely Dan was still 3 dudes. Like in Rushmore, how there's 3 Wilson brothers before they got rid of one. Excuse me, sir. I have no idea who Steely Dan is. That's fine. That's fine. And these days, honestly, when I grew up, it was different. The culture was a little bit different. But nowadays, it's okay. It's okay to be prideful of your ignorance. That's become rewarded in society. To say the words "I don't know," which is not good. That's not good. I think you should pretend like you know everything at all times. That's going to be a big room. Librarian's going to go, fuck you, man. Library with 4 locks with 5 keys with a D6 charge ready to go. I already know you're going to say fuck you. Go fuck yourself, asshole. I'm stealing every one of Chibley's bits. Chiblee, watch more videos on stream that are like tier lists for grains, man. I've been eating chicken einkorn ever since that stream. I've been eating Haddock frike. And it's fucking good, man. Plus, it got me off the quinoa. Not good. Not a good item. I'm eating white rice. Fuck the tier list. The thing that you gotta evaluate it off like a variety of different stuff, right? Like brown rice is nutritionally supposed to be better for you than white rice, but isn't brown rice also fucking chock full of arsenic or something like that because the heavy metals tend to accumulate in the soil? It's fucking confusing, man. Kinda? Yep. That's what I thought so. So it really depends whether you're trying to like arsenic max or or fiber max, I guess. I'd really like as much fiber as possible, but also as little arsenic as possible, I think. Wait a second, this is fucking huge. It will work. I'm saying it's possible. Rice grown in California, basically the safest because of their strict water controls. Oh yeah? Well then, why does the rice in California say this contains chemicals known by the state of California to contribute to the development of cancer? Riddle me this. Guy who draws bad conclusions based on incomplete data. You know what I like about the California cancer labels is that they obviously did it out of like public interests, like in the interest of public safety, I should say. But the reaction that has actually happened is that everybody hates the state of California and gets very uppity about being told that the stuff is like known carcinogens. Like instead of being like, hey, I didn't know that. Well, I'm still gonna eat here today, but maybe I'll do more research in the future. People go, hey man, fuck you! Go fuck yourself, the state of California. I'm literally in the Daiso trying to buy a mug, and you're telling me that it is too much cadmium or some shit like that. I don't wanna fucking hear it, bro. It's backfired like fucking crazy, man. I love cadmium, and I'm not afraid to say it. Yes, man. No, we don't take that. I'm pretty sure that's the item that kills you. I guess I'm just gonna go to the next floor. Fuck. Dr. Mike said an alarm that's going on, off all the time is not an alarm. Okay, first off, Dr. Mike, I don't know him. I have a different doctor. I'm assuming this is a YouTube guy who we've all agreed through consensus is the GOAT, and that's fine, he might be. But why is it that when he says that, everyone goes, oh, Dr. Mike on YouTube said it, that must be true. But when I say that shit about fire alarms, everybody goes, oh, so you want to die in a fucking fire? No, bro, I'm telling you, if they're always doing fire alarm drills, then we're not safe. We're not safe from fire alarms. Because he learned 15 years for that, appeal to authority. Wait, we do need this one. Yeah, I'll pay a key for his spirit heart. Mine went off for 30 minutes yesterday, and I got an email that said, sorry, there's no fire. I'm telling you, man. One day I'm going to be vindicated on this. The only problem is it's going to require the deaths of, like, a lot of people. It's going to be, like, a horrible news story. But then they're going to be, like... There's in a textbook, like a psychology textbook for undergrads, there's going to be a paragraph that's like, this fucking Twitch streamer called it. That's why we call it the Northern Lion phenomenon. The fire alarms go off so often, and it's an actual fire so rarely that people stop trusting fire alarms, and now 10% of the population burned to death in 2031. I don't see a way to avoid it. It's already existing. It's called learned helplessness. Nah. Pog phenomenon, I'm afraid. It's being rebranded as the Pog phenomenon. 10% of the whole population. It's not going to be one fire. There's going to be like there's going to be a few fires, I would have to guess, to get those numbers up there. And I don't want it to happen. That's why I'm warning you, because you are smarter than the average person, and you deserve to have the knowledge to keep you alive. Because in the wake of those fires, we're going to rebuild society with us as the cream of the crop. And everybody that's along with us also gets a lot of perks, and everybody else, well, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen to everybody else? Hi, Vancouver DA watching this. We don't have DAs, bro. We have Crown prosecutors. Bro doesn't even know about barristers and solicitors. It's embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. Fake-ass country? In your country, you vote on who should be a judge. That's fucking insane. I'm not talking about the Supreme Court. If anything, that might be the one that you should vote on. But, like, voting on who should be a municipal judge is fucking funny. Now we're fucking talking. Plus, I got a good item, which means I was right. I mean, like, voting on who should win American Idol. You know, no, you fucked that up too, honestly. I'll accept that Kelly should have beat Justin in season 1, but season 2, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm ride or die for Clay Aiken. I'm not saying Ruben Studdard is a bad singer. He's obviously a great singer. He's just no Clay Aiken, is all I'm saying. Bro was Aladdin? Yeah, man. I guess. I don't know. I didn't know that, to be honest with you. It was crazy when Taylor Hicks won. That was a huge blow for me. Because that's when I, like, prematurely gray hair and bald had previously been in, like, the same social class. But when Taylor Hicks won American Idol, it permanently upset the fucking apple cart, bro. Now the premature grays are out here, like, they're farming affection, and the premature balds are out here being treated like fucking pariahs. Permission to swag out? Not yet. On a holiday week, you can't swag out on Tuesday. Well, I dodged right into it, man. Wednesday, sure, but Tuesday you run the risk of, like, you know, overdoing it too early. You got to pace yourself a little bit. Because I know you're going to be swagging out on Thursday, because your joke Thanksgiving takes place on a Thursday, which makes no sense. And then you're probably going to be swagging out on Friday and Saturday, if I had to guess, too. I don't think I can do it. I think it's too rich for my blood. Now we're talking. What do you know about the Custer Dome? I know that if you're a bodacious cowboy, you'll never be welcome there. Enable charge bars, please. No, we won't be doing that. Bars already charge. In my opinion, they charge too much. Well, okay, I think they charge too much for mocktails, but we don't need to go down this road. They actually, I think for the most part, they charge a pretty fair price for sodas. Obviously, there's only, like, you know, 3 cents of syrup in each one, but, you know, they gotta pay rent and pay the employees too and stuff like that. The electric bill, stuff like that. Someone's gotta wash the glass after. Get me out of here. What about the ones that still serve soda the old-fashioned way? Oh, with unlimited refills? Brits, cover your ears. I think I want a sack boy. We have unlimited refills at Nando's. Don't Flanderize yourself if you're from London, England, okay? That's literally one restaurant. And you know what? You're making me into a Nando's hater, which is not fair, because I'm the only Nando's defender in Canada. Everyone else, they expect it to be, like, better than chicken. All they sell is chicken, bro. Of course it's gonna be chicken when you get there. Nando's is overrated? No, it's not. All anyone talks about is how much it fucking sucks, bro. Again, if you're British, you should still have your ears covered, so don't reply. We're talking about some shit you wouldn't fucking understand. Chain restaurants. Nah, man, we can't be rocking that. We can be rocking that, though. How will the Brits know to uncover their ears? Arms get tired? Ah! That's not a secret room? Hello, Sinvicta, by the way. Sinvicta, are you sure that's not a secret room? This is our secret room. What's the signal so they know to uncover? I wanna stay with you on a mountain. I wanna bathe with you in the sea. I wanna live like this forever. Savage Garden's British? Nah, they love singing it, man. Life is a savage garden, my friend. People didn't believe me! I don't even remember when we were talking about it, so maybe I don't believe myself. The sensitive Wonderwall boys? In 95, they were sensitive Wonderwall boys. In 97, 98, and 99, they became sensitive, truly, madly, deeply boys. I swear that it's true. Anytime someone busted out a guitar at a function, they were playing that or Closing Time by Semisonic. No, not only in Canada. The song was popular the world over, I have to imagine, because it's the best song ever made. What about Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls? It's actually, like, I think it's too hard to play on guitar. I think they couldn't cut it. They were spitting a little bit. I thought you were talking about Oasis, the band. I was talking about Oasis, the geological biome. You know, like when you see like a little lake in a desert or some shit like that. Type of shit where if your Legionnaires were traversing the map in Civ 2, you would be like, hold on, go there first, you're gonna get a full morale bar. Help. That's a mirage? No, it's not, bro. It's not a mirage. That's an oasis. A mirage is when you're in the desert dying of thirst and then you see like a lady holding a Gatorade. That's a fucking mirage. If you see a lake in the desert, that's a fucking oasis. A small-ass lake with one single palm tree perfectly placed atop the shore. That's an oasis. A mirage, a different damn thing. You can't tell me you've been thinking oases were mirages for your entire life up to this point. An oasis can be a mirage? Bro, fucking anything can be a mirage! It's a hallucination! It's an auditory visual hallucination! You're half right. I know more about the desert than you. No doubt. I'd go grain for grain with you on desert information any day of the fucking week. Name 3 deserts, okay? Go ahead. I got 2. Apollo, I didn't see what you wrote. Antarctic? Not a desert, it's snow. You guys think school's ever been canceled because of a DQ blizzard? Oh, fuck, I forgot about the Mojave. Apollo, pack one, pick one. DQ blizzard flavors, let's go. And if you, I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna fucking freak out if you go, oh, I've only had like a peanut buster parfait. I'm gonna fucking lose. Or if you're like, I always get the dilly bar, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit. There's no way you haven't had a DQ blizzard. What are you talking about? Please, for the love of God, what's the best? I'm going to Dairy Queen for the first time after the stream. What's the best thing to get there? I don't really remember the last time I had a blizzard. Lucky you, would probably knock out the damn power grid. Nah, that was serious. We shouldn't be talking about that. You should get one, man. They're good. Although, you know what? I'm not even saying this to knock you. They probably don't deliver well because it's ice cream. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Like DQ Blizzard, the kind of thing you don't even really want to like get it and then take it home in your car. You want to like really eat that in the store. I get a soft serve ice cream cone? Are you 108 years old? You go to Dairy Queen, you get a soft serve vanilla ice cream cone? And you're gonna say like, how'd you know it's vanilla? They only have vanilla ice cream, bro. It's like, that's kind of their thing. That's not their main thing. That was their main thing in like 1968 when they fucking started, bro. The main thing in Dairy Queen now is the blizzard. I'll accept a banana split, but you gotta mix it up a little bit. You gotta get something. Unless you're going to Dairy Queen every day, you gotta get something with a little sauce on it, metaphoric or literal. The other thing, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Pack one, pick one. Best smelling chain restaurant, Subway. I don't care if the bread's cake in Ireland. Maybe that's why it's so good. I'm not saying the food's good. I'm saying it smells good. Okay. Number two might be Dairy Queen. Something about the Freon just like shooting out of the refrigerator. Like Dairy Queen smells fucking good. It doesn't smell like food, but it smells like you're about to have something delicious. It definitely smells like chemicals. Fuck it, I'll take it. Three's Panda Express. We actually need like a huge Canadian Chinese food chain to take over, man. Take over this fucking country. Now you're gonna say some shit like Manchu Wok. Bro, that's only in food courts. I'm talking about some shit that would have like a quick serve restaurant in a standalone location. And Canadians are gonna sell you, oh, that's true. They do have Mandarin in other parts of the country. That's a good point. Maybe they've already done it, man. You don't have Panda Express up there? I don't think so. I've never seen one up here. More of a buffet, really? I don't know. I've never been, I think. Thing is, Canadians will tell you, like, it's because we have, like, great local chains. But that doesn't fucking fly, and it doesn't pass the smell test. Because if Canadians cared at eating at good local chains, or good local restaurants, I should say, Boston Pizza would have fucking ceased to exist a long-ass time ago. Yeah, we take those. So don't hit me with that virtue signaling like we're better eaters than America. There's no way that's fucking true. Just think about it for 2 seconds. Buddy, we got one in Edmonton. You've got a fucking Panda Express in Edmonton and we don't have one in Vancouver? What the fuck? Apollo, did you know this? Did you know there's a Panda Express in Edmonton? They're only in Edmonton and Calgary. Now you're starting to piss me off. Panda Express, come to Vancouver. Open a location in Burnaby. Test it out in Burnaby to see if the model works, and then you can take it to Vancouver. What else do they have in Edmonton? Two of the greatest living hockey players, and then also like a lot of people who aren't that good, unfortunately. I'd really like to see Edmonton get over the hump, man. Does Vancouver have Subway? That's what's fucked up, man, because people are like, our food is too good for Panda Express to survive. Okay, why do we got so many fucking Subways then? And no Jimmy John's, and no Firehouse Subs, or no nothing, man. It doesn't make any sense. No Jersey Mike's, bro. I swear it to you. We do have a pita pit somewhere, but I've never seen it with my own two eyes, I think. Are you a wizard? Remember that? Remember when they used to design items in games based on a meme picture you might see on 4chan? Take me back, man. Take me back. Give me this. Okay. They still do? Oh, that's true. I forgot about Mega Bonk. You're absolutely right. Do not take me back. Forgot about Mega Bonk. I would obliterate Panda Express and end its existence. Alright, so first off, it ain't that serious. Secondly, could you tell me why? Oh, because I'm hungry. Well, so you would eat so much food that they would have to close the entire business. Like, they would be calling in food from like all the other Panda Expresses like across the world. I see what you're saying. I thought it was a bad thing that like you disliked it so much you were gonna like shut them down. But instead you're like, no, it's so good, I'm gonna eat all the food. So you're not allowed to go in there. You know what I like when you go into a store and they have like a bunch of people's pictures posted that have like stolen things. It's like, damn, what do you want me to do about it, man? I don't know these people. Well, actually, that's not true. There was that one time I knew the person, but I didn't say anything. Mostly just because, I don't know, it wasn't really my business, I guess, but... They expect you to do Django Unchained stuff? I know, man, it ain't that serious, man. He probably took a bunch of, like, used CDs or something like that. Someone from my elementary school arrested for armed robbery? That's an interesting question. Anyone ever go to school with any, like, hardened criminals? Were there any signs? Did you guys, like, know? Were you like, that kid's gonna grow up and become, like, an embezzler? Yes, 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 I went to school with a few. Glue sniffer became a meth dealer? That checks out, actually. High school drug dealer got arrested for selling drugs. I guess that's a pretty good sign. If they're already, like, doing a crime, probably makes them more likely to continue doing crimes in the future, I suppose. We had a kid who was always pissed in class after high school. He went to prison. A lot of people making homemade methamphetamines, it looks like. You ever see the Vancouver episode of Drugs, Inc., where the dude makes meth with like a bunch of out of like old ginger ale bottles in the forest? I mean, that's my favorite episode for like a lot of reasons, but when the dude goes into the forest and is just like, you don't even need a lab for this shit, and just he just mixes a bunch of shit in 2-liter soda bottles and then is like, look at that, that's smoking meth. Oh, man. Oh, damn. Knew the roommate of the Silk Road founder at UT Dallas. honest, I'm not saying aura necessarily, but they must have had a very fun year. To be the founder or roommate to the founder of a dark web drug dealing website while also being a college sophomore. That would be a fucking crazy, crazy life to live, man. I met the CEO of Good Life. Good Life Fitness? That's impressive. I'm trying to think. I don't know if anybody from my high school is like a famous or a criminal or both. Actually, that's not true. I can't remember that there's a relatively famous Canadian band. And a guy that Malf and I went to high school with is like the bassist or the drummer in the band. No, not Metric. I know I'm bald, but Metric is older than we are. Name the band? I don't remember the name of the band. But they're like, they tour and stuff. They're not insanely, maybe they are insanely popular, I don't know. I don't know how much cross-border success they have, but they're relatively famous in Canada, I think. But they're a little outside of my oeuvre. It's not the Trews. I need to say again, I'm pretty sure that the singers in the Trews are like in their late 40s. Bare Naked Ladies, the album Gordon from the Bare Naked Ladies came out when I was like 5. No, you guys are... No, it's not Sloan! Sloan is like 30 years older than me, man! Not Neil Young! Neil Young just turned like 82! Okay, so like what I'm hearing is that they're not famous, because I'm pretty sure nobody has said their name yet. But I'm not trying to keep it a secret, I just literally don't even know. But then, I did... And we were not pals. I just know that they went to my school. Celine Song did go to my school at the same time that I was there. I did not inspire past lives. But, who's to say? I guess it's pretty clear I did not inspire past lives, because I'm not Korean. But, you know, you get the idea. And then I think there's some, you don't inspire current lives? Bro, that's brutal. It's alright, I'm gonna tank it. That's true, I am Korean by marriage. That is true. Korean by marriage. I think a couple authors were like in my graduating class at university too. But I don't know how to read, so. I was shot, well no, we weren't shotgunning PBRs with Elon Musk while Celine Song looked on. Everything about the story is true, except we weren't drinking PBR back then. We were drinking McClay's. Or possibly James Reddy 5.5. Give me this. This is a fucking game right here, man. This item sucks now, so we don't take it. My Queen's friend had a huge collection of JR bottles. I will say, I don't know if we were a JR school. If anything, I'd have to say that the Lager Franca of Queen's University, 2006 to 2010, is probably Lakeport Honey. But I was a McClay's guy myself. But James Reddy had it had some pull. Carling had a little pull, McClay's, Laker Ice, trying to think about what else was even right. Occasionally you'd get some, like a kid who came from money, he'd be drinking like some Moosehead or something like that. Sleeman? No, Sleeman was sadly, I mean the Honey Brown, if someone's dad was buying the beer for us, yeah, but otherwise, no, it was out of our price range at that time. It wasn't really that expensive, but when you're drinking like, you know, 30 of them a weekend, it adds up. We're talking about the difference between like a $1 a bottle beer and like $1.30 a bottle beer. But like again, we were not drinking to enjoy it really. Anyway, me upgrading in college from Sleeman to Michelob, bro, that's a downgrade. I don't drink, and if you don't drink, I don't think you should start. I'm gonna be like the state of California and moralize to you a little bit. I think Michelob is the worst thing you could drink, because it's like a Jetsons beer. It's like a beer that has had all the spirit sucked out of it. It's like you remember that classic tweet about J.D. Vance trying to drink a diet Mountain Dew? And it's like it's the most soulless beverage because you're trying to capture the whimsy of a Mountain Dew but without paying the karmic penalty. That's what I look at with like a Michelob Ultra. It's like they took all the beer out of the beer and then went, you know, it's only 72 calories or something like that. Like when they never talk about how good it tastes. They only sponsor like aspiring startup mixers and job fairs and stuff like that, and then also be like, it's only 9 grams of carbs. I'm inclined to say if you're drinking enough beer that you need to have a low carb beer. A lot of people would say drink less. I would say no, bro, you gotta buy a cheaper beer. You've gotta buy a much cheaper beer. Listen. Coors Light versus Michelob Ultra. On the palate, borderline identical. Notes of fuck all. Notes of water. However, Coors Light, you don't pay the same karmic debt on a Coors Light. A Coors Light is for people that are drinking to enjoy alcohol. A Coors Light is either like, you know, accountant having 2 on the weekend while he's barbecuing, or guy who's like, I'm going to drink 40 beers today, get me the Coors Light. I can accept the Coors Light. The Michelob Ultra, and I say this as a guy who wears quarter zips, the Michelob Ultra is a quarter zip beer. I find it, I don't think there's a more reprehensible beer to me. Now, it's not the worst tasting beer, it is the least tasting beer. But it's the virtues that it extols are what makes it profane to me. It's its attempt to capture some of the value of vice without actually having an effect on your body or spirit. I find that reprehensible. It's a virtual reality drunk. What should my go-to be? If you don't drink, don't start. But if you're interested, in my opinion, the best at the time that I was still drinking, the most respectable, broadly available, mass consumable beer is like an MGD or a Miller Lite. Tastes pretty good. Not the best, but pretty good. Better than it has to, considering that a lot of people are just going to buy it out of inertia anyway. And doesn't... I mean, actually, the ads for Miller Lite do say it's only like 80 calories or whatever, but at least it tastes like beer, so you can... Like, I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. This is an interesting character, the teetotaler, who also has, has very strong recommendations on what beers to consume. Sadly, I like where your head's at. Sadly, protein beer has already been invented, and as you might expect, it was fucking horrible, apparently. We found it on, I think, Untapped. Because I came to that conclusion. But you know what? I mean, I think it came out and failed in like the early 2010s. I really don't think the protein in everything trend is going to last forever, but 2026 might be a great time for a product launch for a protein beer. If it can't work then, it can't work ever. Protein water, when? I saw it at the Catsalano Street Fair in Vancouver. I saw they were making a protein sparkling water. Real shit? I swear to you, real shit. I've never seen it in stores, but they were selling it at the street festival. Protein edible, guys, I'm not even fucking with you. I actually think, I think in Canada, there's like a lot of overhead to producing cannabis. I think like the profit margin is like really low, but I think you could capture, I don't know about the economics of it, I think you could capture some market share with like a keto high protein weed gummy or something like that. If you could make it like 5 grams of protein per gummy, and also like only sugar alcohols, no real carbohydrates, I totally think you could I think you could do something there. Now again, I don't know, it might cost you $100 to make 2 gummies, but okay, hold on this one. Please make an amusing observation about real life. How come the motherfuckers who don't use their signal lights are always the quickest to tap on their horn? Is that good enough for you? Sure, man. Sure, sure. Never ask a man his salary, a woman her age, or the drivers of Dodge Ram 1500s what the white paint on the road next to the stop sign means. Yes, get them. Get them. It would actually go, and you're gonna say this is impossible. This is a lot like my beer zero, where I'm like, why can't they just make beer that has 0 calories? And then you're like, because alcohol needs to be metabolized to get you drunk, and it's like 9 calories a gram or whatever. Yeah, but like they said that about sugar too, and then they just like figured it out. They should do that for protein, man. If you could make a 0 calorie protein, like that would go fucking crazy. Can you imagine the gains from taking in no energy, but all of the none energy you're taking in is protein? Imagine, bro. Oh fuck, I swallowed the left hand! Oh wait, it's fucking goated? No wait, it fucking sucks. No wait, it's fucking awesome! I spit on my monitor. Bro thought he was Jamar Chase. Take it? Take what? Take librarian, you tell me what to take and I'll take it. Take bottom right. It's actually good. It doesn't ruin your run anymore. Fetus shots. Isn't that how they say like goodbye in Russia or whatever? Bengals all the way this year? Yes, sir. Bengals and Panthers. That's my Super Bowl picks. Who has Gibbs? I have Gibbs in both leagues. It was a great week for Gibbs to score 55 fantasy points. I do want to say something though. So in podcast fantasy league, I lost to the person in first, okay? Now we're 12 weeks into the season. They have 10 more points than me. They have the highest amount of points in the league. I have the second most. They have a 10-2 record. I have a 6-6 record. There's no justice in this motherfucking bitch of a world, man. I'm second in the league in points scored for, and 4 games back of the dude that's got like 8 points on me. Makes no sense. Play better defense? Well, I'm trying, man, but my team safety keeps getting suspended for spitting on people. You think Vikings do it this weekend? Elvis Costello, Max Brosmer be like, Addison, I know this game is killing you. Something like that. Actually, I shouldn't tip my hand. I was gonna say I might pick him up on the waiver wire, but I already have, I have 5 or 6 QBs on the roster already. So I'm not sure if that would really be astute. I already have 5 horrible quarterbacks on my team. I'm not sure I need one more. No shot? Well, okay, QB1 and QB2 last week was, that was Shador. This is Shador's team. I won, by the way. Shador Sanders and Bryce Young. Then I had General Mills, the Texans backup on the bench. And then I have CJ Stroud, who's in concussion protocol. And I have Mac Jones, who I can probably drop because I don't think he's going to play again. But Kyler Murray, or not Kyler Murray, sorry. Brock Purdy gets injured like every second week, so maybe it's an okay hold. Trying to think of who else we even got, man. I mean, we got everybody. Name a shit QB, we got him. Then meanwhile, people are like, are you going to get Kirk Cousins on the waiver wire? Bro, Kirk Cousins got drafted in my league. We're scraping the bottom of the motherfucking barrel. Fuck it, we ball. We might as well. I'm grabbing Brosmer right now. Bro, I mean, like... Listen, what do I know? I was gonna say I wouldn't, but... Is Caleb Williams picked up? Is the starting quarterback for the... Yes, of course he's fucking picked up, bro. Not only was he picked up in the fucking draft. What are you talking about? What kind of league do you think? This ain't your league, bro. This is my league. We got Shooter. Bo Nix, he's drafted. If they're a first-string quarterback, they've been off the market forever. Who has Winston? So that I actually don't know, but I do guarantee that he's on someone's roster. I guarantee it. What about Stafford? Stafford was fucking drafted, bro. He's leading the MVP race right now. Apollo, this is your audience, bro. You run a football podcast. How is this ignorance allowed to flourish? Okay, I'm not getting baited by Josh Allen. Josh Allen is on the waiver wire, but I just don't trust the Bills this year. They don't have that dog in them. Is this the boss, y'all? Bro, we need to up the number of games in the PWHL, by the way. The fuck do you mean that the Vancouver Golden Knights played on Friday and won easily over Seattle and didn't even break a sweat because they're way better? But then also they don't play again until fucking Wednesday in Ottawa? Come on, man. It took 5 days off? It's fucking stupid. And they only have like a 42-game season, man. There's 7 teams. There are 7 teams. You're not lying about that. Or maybe there might be 8 now. Do Canucks pass or fail the Anze Kopitar test? We're failing every test this year. Our team is... I don't think we're going to finish as one of the bottom 4 teams in the league. But I do think we're almost as bad as we look right now. And people always do the thing, they're like, everybody's injured. Bro, it's not fair. Like, the whole team's injured. But yeah, like, the whole team is injured, like, every year. So maybe they need to learn how to, like, not get so damn injured. Like, I don't know what... I've been following the team very, very closely for, like, 12, 13 years. Every single year... They're like, we've gotten very unlucky with injuries this year. It's not luck at that point, bro. You fucking, like, you just suck ass at staying healthy. Someone's got to teach you how to not get, like, broken as often. Respectfully, yeah. Respectfully. Yeah, hire Dr. Mike. What's Dr. Mike up to, bro? He'd have him do it. I'm sure nobody's thought of doing, like, Romanian deadlifts or something to strengthen their hamstrings. Like, that could be the wave. That's my guy right there. This is Shador's team. Ducks will welcome you with open arms. Honestly, it's so sad to say. Pacific time zone is a GOAT time zone to watch hockey because your team's games start at 7, but at 4 o'clock the Eastern games start. I think it's gotten to the point I've actually watched more Habs games this season than Canucks games because I can't stay awake until like 9:30, man. Even on the nights where I'm not on like baby dead bedtime duty. Fucking crazy misspeak. I don't want to be awake at like 9:30, and if that thing goes to overtime, I'm fucked up, man. So I think I'm team Vancouver, but I'm also team Montreal this year. They got an exciting young team. No offense, Jay, I wouldn't hate seeing the Devils do well either, but I think I'm on the Montreal bandwagon a little early. I was Habs #1 until I moved to Vancouver, so it's an easy pivot for me. You also don't understand how rare it is for Montreal to have like more than one exciting player at a single time. And they have like 4 exciting players. Like, I grew up being like, why won't the Toronto media put respect on Richard Zednik? They got Demidov, they got Lane Hudson. It's kind of like the Cam Scatterbo of the NHL right now. They got, Suzuki, Cole Caulfield. Higgins was underrated. Yeah, his abs, maybe. Actually, he was a really good 2C. But that's a problem. You can't be you're not going to get respect as a 2C when the other 2C on your team is fucking Thomas Plekanec, one of the best 2Cs of his era, man. I rated with Scatterbo in World of Warcraft. Holy shit! I know. Please tell me he fucking played tank. Please tell me he played tank. This would be such an incredible wrinkle. It was fun. I didn't ask if it was obvious. It was fun. People get addicted to it. What did he played? Hunter. He played Hunter. Lie. Now, if ESPN ever asks you, lie and say he played tank. That tracks. Hunter's only 2 buttons. Oh, Hunter is not like, is it like playing Drow Ranger in Dota? You literally just take stats? Yes? Okay, then what's it like to play Drow Ranger in Dota? I was never trusted with the carry because my farm was too inefficient. Anyone know what the hell's going on? Oh, I won. Okay, never mind. I made it, y'all. Time /marker Isaac. I'll spin you around for 3 minutes.